Hey, my name is Julian Gabriel, and I'm going to show you how to market on your iPad Pro 2020. Okay, that's recording. It's recording. This is recording. I'm still a college student, so I am still not a professional. I definitely don't know everything in the world, but I definitely have been doing this for about 1.5 years now, and I manage about 5 different small businesses and small accounts. So overall, I just want to save you guys the time of having to do all that research, and like if you could see my templates from before to where they are now, my content is way better. First thing I always do when I wake up in the morning is check my reminders. So I have reminders right here on the side. I use the regular reminders app with Apple built into the iPad just to be able to see what I need to do for the day and what other stuff I need to get planned. After I do that, I usually go straight to my social media folder. So my social media folder has all my social media platforms that I use to market on. I usually spend about 30 minutes on each one every morning to see what is upcoming, what's trending, and kind of get a feel for how the platform is evolving. I try to stay constantly engaged, so that way I kind of know how to market for myself and companies in the future. For this video today, I'm going to just go a little more into detail about the apps that I use to market for local businesses. So, first and most importantly, when it comes to any marketing that I do and planning a feed out, the app that I mainly use is going to be Feed Preview. This app really helps me to take all the content that I have already and try to put that all together and see how it looks like overall. Feed Preview is for Instagram specifically, and it helps me to be able to put my content together and make sure that it fits cohesively, and I can also plan posts. And the best part about it is there's no login required. So within the app, so you can go ahead and see, this is one of the companies that I manage. It's called Bus One LLC. It's a transportation company here in Florida. So these are all the different posts that I have yet to plan. And you can see they all have the little arrow on the top. But if you click on any one, you can click plan and publish. You can write a little caption and plan it to post at any time. And it'll also give you a list of posts that are already on the Instagram page, so you can make sure that it fits cohesively. And you can easily click and drag any photo, so you can make sure that everything looks the way you want it to in the future. This isn't the best way to plan your post, only because it doesn't automatically post them for you. When you plan a post, it'll send you a reminder to post your stuff on there. So I did that for a little bit, and it did help for a small portion, but overall, I would recommend using another app. So that brings me to my next app where I would recommend is Buffer. So Buffer is what I use to plan out posts that I have in the future. So anytime after I kind of go on Feed Preview and I see what I want to post, I will go ahead and open up Buffer, and I will go ahead and create the post to plan. So you can easily just add it straight into here and add whatever you want. So any kind of caption. The best thing about Buffer also is that you can add hashtags and @ somebody, and it will automatically do that through Instagram and all the other platforms as well. And it makes everything so you can plan your post and it'll post it for you automatically, so you don't have to worry about it later. Segueing from that, the next app I would probably recommend is Hashtag Expert. Hashtag Expert allows you to be able to type in whatever you're wanting to market. So let's say I'm doing ice cream because I manage an ice cream shop as well. And you click generate hashtags. It'll take a second to load. And then you can go ahead and see all the different little ice cream hashtags. You don't have to spend the time having to research or look it up yourself. It'll also show you what's trending right now. So that's going to be able to save you a lot of time when posting different content and finding out what hashtags to use for specific stuff. The next app I'm going to talk about is Lightroom. So Adobe Lightroom is mainly what I use to edit all of my photos to make sure they look cohesive and that they all have the same kind of filter to them as well. So just going down to, we'll go to this portion here. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. So Lightroom is what I use to make sure that all of my posts look cohesive and that everything looks very similar and I'm having the same colors, presets and stuff like that. I am ashamed to say that I am one to use presets a lot. So specifically for this ice cream shop, I use this content creator named Christian Blake. I'll tag him below, but he has amazing presets and I've been able to use those for the ice cream shop because it really fits the theme and the style of what they stand for. So I've been using their presets mainly. So if you want to check them out, it will be in the description below for you to see where you can buy his templates and you can kind of see a little bit of his inspiration. So once I edit all of my photos in Lightroom to make sure that they all look pretty similar and they have the same color aspect to them and they look all very aesthetic, I will go ahead and jump into Canva, which Canva is honestly, in today's age, the #1 marketing tool that we have. Canva is the #1 marketing tool that you could use now in 2020, especially as a student. It just saves so much time from having to do original content. It has templates out there so you can get the inspiration. I try not to stay too close to the template because I do want it to seem very authentic and original. So I will definitely use this as a starting point and then branch off from there. So this is some of the content as you can see. The templates are super easy. You can go ahead and you can choose literally any kind of template you want. So whether you're trying to post an Instagram story, Instagram post, logos, Facebook post, flyers, Twitter, channel art, Canva is literally your #1 tool and literally all you need to start marketing nowadays, which is crazy. The next app that I'm probably going to recommend is going to be Boosted. So Boosted is a really good app just to creating those Instagram stories and making sure that they look unique and styleable, as well as story art and in-story. Those have been the 3 main apps that I've seen the most useful in creating really fun and interactive Instagram stories, which really helps with keeping engagement overall. LumaFusion is going to be a really good video editing tool. So whether you have to resize a video, whether you have to do any kind of short edits or splits, it really helps just doing it on LumaFusion. I actually learned how to do video editing on LumaFusion originally. So just having this app, it has teaching me so much. Like way before I had Final Cut Pro, I had LumaFusion, and this is kind of where I learned how to edit. So with having USB-C capabilities, you're able to attach this into an external monitor. I found this really cool app just recently called Shift Screens. With the external monitor, you can be able to plug it in. I just found this really cool app called Shift Screen, which you can do multitasking up to 6 different tabs. So I haven't fully gotten to test it out, but I highly would recommend just checking it out because it is definitely something that has been interesting. I've watched a couple YouTube videos of other YouTubers using it, so I figured that it would be worth a shot checking it out. Some other things I want to talk about that's really great about the iPad that you're going to want, especially if you're doing this long term, you're going to want to get the Magic Keyboard. So this keyboard overall is going to be really great. You get all the different viewing angles to it. It really helps with working anywhere, literally at home, in bed, in the office. The pencil's really great for refining detail. So you can kind of see with ProCreate. So ProCreate would be another app that I would probably recommend as well. It just really helps with general artsy design. I used it a lot for just simple edits and adding like logos onto companies. You can see that I've done it just to resize some things or even just do little drawings, test ideas that I have in my head before I can physically do them. You can kind of see some like sketchings and drawings that I've done that kind of just helps with inspiration for them. So the pencil is going to be really helpful, especially in Lightroom as well, with getting fine detail of photo editing. It really helps to get that precision and having that touchscreen as well. And those are mainly the apps that I use to market on all the different platforms. So overall, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't know everything, but this is kind of just a video recapping of all the different apps that I've used that really helped me a lot in social media marketing. If you guys want a more detailed video, or if you want to have me explain some of the other folders that I have, just tell me in the comments if you guys kind of want to see a little bit more. Thank you so much for listening.